FC Twente took a hit as Ajax maintained the charge out in the Eredivise. Will there be any change this week? We'll take a little look next. Right, folks, back once again with another prediction show today. We're taking a look at match day number 11 at the Eredivise, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button and keep your bang out today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Eredivise related, world football related, in a bloody car. Not anymore, folks. We're back at home, of course, after a week or so away. So yeah, it's been a bit hard trying to keep up the heat with the videos, but we're hopefully going to be back on track. Hopefully, as this week goes on through. On a big shout out, of course, to the Patreon gang behind the scenes. I do appreciate those guys working a treat like they do, and a big shout out to Humphrey, who became Patreon number 23 just the other week, so I do appreciate him, the latest member of the squad. So of course, if anyone else is out there wants to become 24 and 25 as we try to get closer to those goals that we set earlier in the year, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas, so make sure to check that bad boy out. But until then, let's get cracking, of course, and take a little look as we're back in the gaff and the studio. Take a look at how we all got on with my picks, your picks, and all that kind of jazz. I've actually got a lot on today, so let's get through these. 0 to 2 in the shitface gang, 3 to 7 straight face club, 8+, you're in the top bins. I think these are quite strict margins here. We might have to move these benchmarks next week. So just give, just let you know, we're going to probably fudge those numbers a little bit because it's just too hard to get 8+ consistently. And then when you look at these in a minute, you'll see what I'm talking about. FC Twente, they did lose to RKC Waalwijk. That was a surprise loss there for my boys. That was on Friday, 27th of November. Ngonge and Finch Stonkers on the score sheet there for Waalwijk as they took the victory. Big win for them to move them up to the top 12. Twente hanging on in the top 5 though. FC Emmen against Ajax, of course, rudimentary performance there by Ajax. Plain Jane sailing. That's what we're talking about. Class on the score sheet. Labiad, Traore, Unkelkamp and Poms. Quincy Poms on the score there for Ajax as they smashed took the 3 points with 5 goals. I actually remember the 3-0 win myself. Ain't too shabby. Den Haag against Heerenveen ended up all square indeed, over in the capital. Is that the capital? I believe is it the capital? I don't know. I always get Den Haag and Ajax and Amsterdam mixed up because Amsterdam is the one you think about, but Den Haag might be mathematically the capital. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, David Leonard Philip on the score sheet for Den Haag. Joey Verman on the score sheet for Heerenveen as they kept up the heat there with Den Haag on a good bit of... No, they're on a terrible bit of form, but a good result for them anyway. VVV-Venlo against PEC Zwolle. I got that one bang on the nose, by the way. Bang on the bloody nose. Venlo against PEC Zwolle ended up as a 2-2 draw. The real deal's on the right. My picks on the left. Manuel Fiari, Mike Van Doyne on the score sheet with Jaffa Arias and Jagirius Kirkamunas on the score sheet for Venlo. Thomas Lamb getting himself sent off for Zwolle on that bad boy. So, yeah, not too bad on that one myself. VT's Arnhem against Fortuna Sittard ended up as a 2-0 win for VT's Arnhem to maintain a top 2 status for them. This is into Sunday's games. Osamia Defala 4 on the score sheet with Armando Broja giving VT's Arnhem the win. 2 late goals those in the last 20 minutes there. Actually, remember the 3-1 win. 8-2 shabby. Groningen against Wilhelm de Twee. Swai, whatever you want to call it. 1-0 against Groningen. Got it bang on the nose, lads. Bang on the nose. Ahmed El Mahuzadoudi on the score sheet there for Groningen to take 3 points at home. Kicking forward into Feyenoord against Utrecht. Ended up as an all square. 1-1. Actually, with a 2-0 win for Feyenoord. So shame on me. Lucio Guratuda on the score sheet for Feyenoord. Mark van der Mariel on the score sheet for Utrecht. They took took a share of the points as well. Heracles Almelo, they did lose to AZ Alkmaar 2-1. Called it, lads. Absolutely called it. Bang on the bloody nose. That's right. With 2 Cooper Miners on the score sheet for penalty spot. And Murray and Boadu as well. With Lucas Schroefs on the score sheet for Hercules. Late consolation goal for them. And then wrapping it up, it was PSV Eindhoven taking on Sparta Rotterdam and ended up 1-0. Donny Marlon on the score sheet for PSV as they pushed into the top 3 or maintained a top 3 status, should our body say. For me, what did I get on that one? I got myself a 3-0 win. Ain't too shabby. And as you can see, I did get myself I did get myself 7, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7, which is pretty good, but it's not top bananas. It's not top bananas. You bang them out like that. You don't get top bins. I think that's wrong. Anyways, look at the table as it stands. Ajax lead the charge at the moment, 2 points clear over Vitesse, Arnhem. PSV Eindhoven are in second, of course, and then we have Vitesse Arnhem second, PSV Eindhoven in third, Feyenoord fourth, 20 for fifth, and then down the table, Emmen, Sittard going down with Den Haag not too far away either. Of course, that's my picks, and then of course the results and the table. What about you guys here? Let's get a look at your scores then, shall we? Ivan Stringer, he did okay. Cody Gaho, he did also do very well. Well done, brother. We'll keep you on, not too shabby. Matt Gunner did bits. LG Cow also did very well. Well done. Lionel L, 50, he did okay. Tom Stein, not too shabby. Omar Escobil, the Mexican sniper, also did very well. Neil Galilei with a legitimate edit, I think. We'll slide that bad boy in. That's pretty good as well. Cunio Kunibato, not too shabby. Russell Frost also did very well. Liam 2000, not too bad. Omaji Monday did bits. Shepard also kicking ass and taking names. Nathan Eva also doing very well himself. Okay, did okay. Gaming China, not too shabby. And Yannick Buster did bits. And last, 1, 2, 3, also did very well. I see a sea of yellow. We need to fudge those numbers a little bit and make it a little bit more of a variety of scores there. But anyway, regardless of that, let's take a look at the leaderboard for this week and this week alone. Shepard, close your eyes. Your kingpins. I'll just do one kingpin. Is Omar Esquivel. And this guy, of course. That's right. We're 7 out of 9. So well done, Omar Esquivel. The Mexican sniper did very well. Me and you, brother. Me and you. All the bloody way. And then there's a huge second place. A lot of guys on second spot there. And then, of course, quite a bunch of guys on 8th. But anyway, that's this week and this week alone. What about the overall leaderboard? Excuse me, I've still haven't updated my scores. I'm still behind the times. This is your overall kingpin. It is a 3-way bloody tie with Matt Gunner, Omar Esquivel, and we are QPR with a 58% success rate. So far, so good. LG and Cow, Russell Frost not too far away either. Cody Ho is in the top 10, as is Nathan Heaver. Again, still plenty of picks to be had. We are probably around about the third mark stage. I think there's... Is it around about that anyway? Maybe, yeah, around about the third mark. So they've only played about a third of the season, so there's plenty of, actually probably a quarter of the season. So there's still plenty of football to be played there, boys. So just kick on, keep on, and go for it. Of course, this is this week's action. Let's get into it then, shall we? We're going to kick it all off with... I think it's Friday night, Sparta Rotterdam up against FC Emmen. Now, of course, these two sides played each other 22 times in the past. 8 wins for Rotterdam, 8 wins for Emmen, and 6 bloody draws. That's right. Of course, the last 6, though, sees 3 wins for Rotterdam, 2 for Emmen, and 1 bloody draw. Last time they played each other was, in fact, in Sparta, in Rotterdam, should I say, back in March 2012. It was a 5-1 win for Sparta Rotterdam with Patrick Justin on score sheet, Mohamed Raye, Bart Friends, Adio Raye got a couple of goals there. Horui, actually. These names are just rolling off my tongue. Miguel Ariano got himself a big fat OG with Michael Dedleur on the score sheet for FC Emmen. Heading into this, FC Emmen actually failed to win the last 18 away matches. They actually conceded at least 2 goals in at least 5 of the 6 matches as well. They come into this without a win in 4 for them, actually, and on the flip side, 2 wins at the past 4 games for Sparta. So not too bad form for them heading into this. Quick look at the situation and in the bookies. If I can hop over there, Sparta Rotterdam 11-8 for the victory for the hosts. 3-1 is your draw. 10-3 is your away win. Of course, Sparta coming to this in 10th for the win for them. They actually could go as high as 9th. On the flip side, Emmen coming to this bottom of the pops, of course, and a win for them. They could actually go as high as 16th in the league. Going to go with all eyes on it, those. All eyes on it. Going to go with a 0-0 draw. So, yeah, no one's really content with that one, I'm sure. I think opportunity missed there for Sparta to get some points, and also opportunity missed for Emmen maybe to get some points on the board. Next up, we'll go into Saturday. It's Waalwijk up against VVV-Venlo. Let's take a close look at this one, then, shall we? These two sides played each other 25 times in the past. 5 wins for Waalwijk, 12 wins for Venlo, and 8 bloody draws. The last 6, so sees 5 wins for Venlo, 1 win for Waalwijk, and no bloody draws. Last time played was in Waalwijk. It was back in January 2020. That was a 2-1 win for Venlo with Jonathan Opokoku on the score sheet with Osamaya Dafu as well. Emil Hansen getting on the score sheet for Waalwijk. A 2-1 loss for them. VVV Venlo actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 7 matches. Waalwijk actually failed to win their last 5 home matches as well. They come into this, Waalwijk just 1 win and 6. On the flip side, Venlo 1 win and 4. That's the situation with those two teams heading into this. Of course, the bookies odds 5-4 for the hosts, 13-5 is your draw, 15-8 is your VVV Venlo, of course. Take a look at the situation out in the Eredivisie table. What do we have in the order? The Waalwijk coming to us in 12th for the win for them. They could actually go as high as 9th. Venlo coming to us in 13th. It also could go as high as 9th in the bloody league. For me, I've gone with a 1-1 draw again. Yeah, 2 draws out of 2. Ain't too great movement-wise on the table. Next up, we have Fortuna Sittard up against Willem Wilhelm Twee. Take a closer look at this one then, shall we? Of course, last they played each other 38 times in the past. 13 wins for Sittard, 14 wins for Wilhelm Twee, and 11 bloody draws. The last 6, though, sees 1 win for Sittard, 3 for Wilhelm, 2 bloody draws, including a draw last time around, which was back in Wilhelm, back in December 2019. Of course, last time they played each other in Sittard was a 5-goal thriller back in August 2019, with Marius Variosi on the score sheet, with Vangelis Pavaldis with a couple of goals there. Vitaly Demascan get a couple of goals for Fortuna Sittard in a 3-2 loss for them. Sittard actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 10 matches, and they've also failed to win their last 15 matches in the Eredivisie. Wilhelm have actually failed to score in 5 of the last 6 matches away from home. They come into this 1 win and 6. That's Wilhelm. On the flip side, 1 win and 5 for Fortuna Sittard as well. Not really good form for either two sides. Two sides are looking for a result. 9-5 for the host. 13-5 is your draw. 30-10 is your away win. That is Wilhelm. Of course, coming into this, Wilhelm coming to this in a bit of trouble at the moment. 14th spot, but for them they could go as high as 9th. On the flip side, Sittard coming to this in the relegation spots, and also they could win for them could go as high as 16th in the bloody league. I've gone with a win for Wilhelm away from home. You know, it could go either way. Form books suggest it could go either way. Bookies said it could go either way, but we'll have to see. Next up, of course, we have the leaders of this, my boys. Of course, it's Ajax up against Twente. Now, these two sides played each other 129 times in the past. 72 wins for Ajax, 27 wins for Twente, and 30 bloody draws. The last 6, so sees 3 for Ajax, 2 for Twente, and 1 bloody draw. Last time played each other was, in fact, in Enschede. It was a 7-goal thriller going in favour of Ajax with no Lang on score sheet with a hat-trick. Klaus Jan Huntelaar as well, with a couple of goals there. Kiko Nkuma and Akko Kariapata. That was back in Enschede back in December 2019. Last time played each other in Amsterdam was back in February 2018. It was a 2-1 win for Ajax as well. Kluivert on the score sheet, Lasse Schön as well, with André Diangungu on the score sheet for Twente. Heading into this, Ajax have actually scored at least 3 goals in the last 6 matches. They actually won 9 of the last 10 home matches as well. They're coming to this 5 wins on the spin at the very least. On the flip side, Twente just 1 defeat in the past 4. That was against Waalwijk, a surprise defeat at home last time around. Look at the bookies odds on this one. 6-1 on. Ajax are your favourites. 13-2 is your draw. 12-1 is your away win. That is 20. Maybe a cheeky dollar on that one if you're a gambling man. Of course, look at the situation at the table. Of course, Ajax top of the pops at the moment. And for them, they will maintain their top of the pop status. And win for Enschede in 5th. They could actually go as high as 5th. No movement for them if they win, but a win will get them right back into the discussion for maybe a top 2 push. Oh yeah. For me, going with Ajax though on this one, comfortable win. 3-1 in the end. Next up, we have PEC Zwolle taking on Vitesse Arnhem. Of course, these two sides played each other 26 times past. 5 wins for Zwolle, 15 wins for Vitesse, and 6 bloody draws. The last 6, these 1 were for PSC, 4 for Vitesse, and 1 bloody draw. Last time I played each other though was in Zwolle, and it was a 7-goal thriller going in favour of Zwolle. In fact, Gustavo Hammer on the score sheet with Kenneth Powell, Riza Gugu Hadjad, and Pale Clement on the score sheet for Zwolle, with Tim Madavats and Osame Tiani on the score sheet for Vitesse. Zwolle actually drawn 5 of the last 6 matches in the Eredivisie, and Vitesse have actually won 6 of the last 7 matches as well, scoring at least 2 goals in 6 of those 7 matches. They come to this unbeaten in the last 6, drawing 2 of the past 3 though. On the flip side, like I said, unbeaten in at least 4 Zwolle, but they've all been bloody draws. The bookies have it 11-4 for Zwolle, 30-5 is draw, 11-10 on for Vitesse Arnhem. They are stone cold favourites to come to this in 2nd, and mathematically they could go to the pops, oh yeah, with a big fat W and a defeat for Ajax. On the flip side, Zwolle come into this in 11th, and the win for them they could go as high as 9th. Oh yes. For me, going to go with Vitesse to maintain their amazing start to the season, with it only suffered 1 defeat. Next up, we have Feyenoord taking on Heracles Almelo. Of course, these two celebrations are 42 times in the past, 28 wins for Feyenoord, 5 for Almelo, and 9 bloody draws. The last 6 sees 5 for Feyenoord, nothing for Heracles, and 1 bloody draw. Last night picture was in Heracles, was 3-2 win for Feyenoord, but last night picture in Feyenoord, guess what? It was that 1 and only draw. That's right, of course. Goal scorers Jens Toenstrand, score sheet for Feyenoord, Orestes Komakoglu on the score sheet for Heracles. Heading into this, Feyenoord are actually undefeated in the last 24 matches in the Eredivisie. Heracles have actually failed to win the last 15 matches as well. Heading into this, of course, 3 defeats on the spin for Heracles. On the flip side, back-to-back games without a win for Feyenoord, with a draw against Moscow and a draw against Utrecht. Heading into this, a look at the situation out in the league. We have 11-4 on for Feyenoord, 4-1 is your draw, 7-1 is your away win. That is Heracles Almelo. Of course, look at the situation out in the bloody league. Heracles are in 15th spot, but a win for them, guess what? They could go as high as they could actually go as high as 9th in the bloody league. Of course they can. Everyone can go as high as 9th. On the flip side, Feyenoord come into this in 4th, and win for them. They could actually go as high as De, Swite, Sweiter, whatever, Tway, whatever it is, out in the old Dutchlands with a big fat W. I'm going with, again, Feyenoord to nick it with a 1-0 win. Not big, not impressive, but just enough to get over the line. Into the back end of this weekend here, AZ Alkmaar take it on Groningen, of course. These two sides the same 4 times in the past. 33 wins for AZ Alkmaar, 20 wins for Groningen, and 21 bloody draws. The last 6 sees 4 wins for AZ, nothing for Groningen, and 2 bloody draws, including a draw last time around in AZ Alkmaar, which was a 0-0 draw, of course. Heading into this, AZ Alkmaar have actually won the last 4 matches in Eredivise, and they've actually scored at least 2 goals in 7 last 8 matches as well. They come into this unbeaten in 4, like I said, and across all competitions as well. Last defeat was against Sociedad in the Europa League. On the flip side, Groningen just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. That was against Feyenoord away from home. Look at the situation out in the bloody league. The bookies 5-2 on for AZ, 15-4 is your draw, 6-1 is your away win. That is Groningen. Groningen coming in 8th win for them. They could actually go as high as 5th. Alkmaar coming in 7th with a game in hand, and mathematically they could also go as high as 5th on this one. AZ Alkmaar doing good at the moment, and they're starting to click into top gear, and they will go up to potentially 5th with a win. And they've yet to taste defeat, of course. Only 2 teams have yet to taste defeat, and that was Feyenoord and AZ Alkmaar. Next up, of course, Utrecht up against Den Haag. These two sides played each other 94 times in the past. 37 wins for Utrecht, 26 wins for Den Haag, and 31 bloody draws. The last 6 sees 4 wins for Utrecht, 1 for Den Haag, and 1 bloody draw. Last time played was in Utrecht. It was in January 2020. It was a 4-0 win for Utrecht. Christopher Peterson on score sheet. Sean Kielaiba, a couple of goals there. Guy Raniel Kirk as well, in 4-0 stuffing of Den Haag. Den Haag actually conceded at least 2 goals in 10 last away matches, and they come into this 4 games without a win. Same can be said for Utrecht, 4 games without a win. But actually, if you want to look at it a different way, 2 defeats at the past 6. So, yeah, it depends on how you look at it, of course. Bookies odds, we don't have any bookies odds on this one, so, it's a little bit weird what goes on with this one. But I'll tell you what goes on the table, though. Utrecht come into this in 9th, and a win for them. They could actually go nowhere, though. There was a bit of a gap between 9th and 8th, but a win for them could close that gap a little bit. On the flip side, Den Haag come into this in 16th, and a win for them. They could go as high as 14th in the league with a W. I'm going with Utrecht with a 1-0 win to maybe close that gap on 8th place. Groningen. Next up, of course, we have Heerenveen against PS Bloody V. These two side players 59 times in the past. 11 wins for Heerenveen, 33 wins for PSV, and 15 bloody draws. The last 6 sees 1 win for Heerenveen, 3 for PSV, and 2 bloody draws. In fact, last time played each other was in PSV. It was a 2-1 win for PSV over Heerenveen. Last time played each other in Heerenveen was a 2-2 draw back in February 2019. Mitchell van den Bergen, Michael Flap on the score sheet for Heerenveen, a 2-0 lead with Gaston Pierio and Donny Marlon on the score sheet for Heerenveen on this one. In fact, if you take a look at the last games in Heerenveen, Feyenoord haven't won in the last 6 years. That's stretching all the way back to 2014. So Heerenveen will fancy the chances on this one. They come to this. PSV kept a clean sheet in 5 of the last 7 matches. PSV also undefeated in 14 of the last 15 matches as well. They come to this. Heerenveen just 1 defeat the past 6. 3 games without a win. If you want to look at it a different way, on the flip side, PSV 4 games without a loss in all competitions, of course. Look at the bookies odds. 4-1 on for Heerenveen. 3-1 is draw. 13-8 is your away win. That is PS Bloody V. Of course, PSV coming to this. Where are they? They're actually in 3rd in the spot on the table, but for them they could actually go as high as 2nd. Heerenveen coming to this in 6th, and mathematically they could go 5th with a W this weekend. I've gone with a 2-2 bloody draw. That's right. Heerenveen unbeaten in 6 times over all the way back to 2014, so I think they'll continue that with a psychological boost of a PS Bloody V. That's my picks, of course. This is what the table will look like at the end of it. Ajax will have 30 points on the board and just 1 defeat so far. Still put a 2-point cushion over Vitesse, who are 2nd, final 3rd. PSV up to 4th. For the table, Sittard, Emmen going down, no change there. Den Haag also in the discussion for it as well. So pretty much no major change at the foot of the table. But that's just my picks. Of course, be sure to get your own picks in nice and early for the Prediction League. I am coming at these a little bit later than usual. Hopefully, we're going to be back on track over the next few weeks anyway. And that's it, my friends. That's all I've got for you. Hopefully, you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. But if you're new, bang your subscribe button. Keep your eye up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Eredivisie related, world football related, on a bloody car. That's right. Yes, of course, make sure you check out the links down below. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, that sort of stuff, all down there. And of course, if you want to support the channel in another way, you could become the latest member of the Brotherhood. That's right. Between you and I. Trying to get up to 25 Brotherhood members of the old Patreon gang. Check the link down below. Patreon.com/Roverseas. But that's it, my friends. That is it. We're going to enter the festive period very, very soon. So let's get merry. Let's get happy. Let's get jolly. And hopefully we can see some results that springboard your Dutch team all the way to the top. And also you to the top of the Prediction League. Until then, though, I'll catch you soon.